everybody, it's Friday the 1st of April. Happy April Fool's Day. And no jokes today apart from my bloody weight. I said my goal weight for this Friday was going to be about 201, and that would have been the stone off. And I'm disgusted. I can't say it any other way. I'm bloody disgusted. I've got 1 pound off, 203.8, and even then, and again, all cards on the table, I had to go to the loo to get down to that. I'm only pooping once a week. So, now I've really started this video off in style, haven't I, today? But, yes, we're off out swimming pool today. Yesterday was a bit of a lazy day. Day before that we went, my son went clip and climb, and then we both went ice skating. And I have to say, I've still got the moves. Haven't done it since I was about 15, 16, and I've still got the moves. Only fell once, and that's because my son pulled me down. But apart from that, oh, it was brilliant, really good fun. So we may even actually go tomorrow again if the weather is a bit crap, because we've woken up and it is raining. So just as well we're doing an indoor activity today. So yes, so we're going swimming pool. I've only got 1 pound off. I have been really good all week. Now, I have to say, Sunday was Mother's Day, so yes, we did say that was going to be a cheat day, but I didn't really cheat an awful lot. I had about 2 glasses of very watered down, well, maybe 3 glasses of very watered down wine, and, you know, a glass that size with about that much wine in it each time. So, you know, that wasn't terrible. And in fact, Saturday, so the day before the Easter Sunday, I was 203.2, right? So I'm thinking I am going in the right direction here. So Sunday had a little bit of, you know, as I say, a little bit of wine, but that was fine. Straight back on it on Monday. Everything fine. Keeping within my macro limits of around about 70%, 75%. In fact, sometimes I'm even up to 80% fat. Somewhere between 20 and 30% protein. And I'm barely getting into past about 5–10% carbs. You know, I'm not an awful lot at all. So then, yeah, so I went up a little bit, obviously, because of the wine, a little bit of retention and stuff. But by Tuesday, I was back down to 203.2 again. So I'm thinking I'm flying. Wednesday, I'm down to 203. I'm thinking this is going great. Yesterday, I think I went back up to so Wednesday, I think I got myself up. I'm sort of gone like a little bit like that. I'm sort of a little bit of plateauing this week. But anyway, I just couldn't get past 203. That was the main thing. I got down as far as 203, couldn't get past it. And I weighed myself this morning and I was 203.8. So I've gone back up again. And like I say, I poop once a week, if that. And that was today. Sorry. So I thought, oh, you know, be miles off. Down under the 203, at least I'll have broken that barrier. No. Now I have to admit, on Wednesday when we went ice skating, I did have a venti cafe latte. But I did work that into my carb allowance, and I still only had about 29 carbs that day in total. So I'm not sure what is stalling me. The only thing I can think of is this. And yesterday I only had about 955 calories, right? So it's not like, you know, like I say, I'm hovering. I have to get some way of getting a camera and not my phone, or print them off or get my computer in so I can get you some of the macro numbers. But really, the most I sort of eat a day would probably be about 1,500–1,600 calories. And I say most of that is fat. And the lowest I eat is probably about 900 calories. So, you know, I'm kind of doing that. I don't eat after 7–8 o'clock at night. And then I don't eat again until maybe 9. And I'm off work this week. So sometimes I haven't been eating until 9, 10, maybe even 11 o'clock. So I'm doing a fasting as well. So to all intents and purposes, I am doing everything right. Okay, yes, I had the cafe latte, and maybe that is taking 2 or 3 days to get out of my system. I'm trying to up my water intake as well. I'm drinking a lot more tea, just to have something different inside me. And actually I've got this, which my best friend recommended to me. It's Pukka 3 Ginger, and it's made with organic ginger, galangal and golden turmeric. Now, I didn't know turmeric was a member of the ginger family, but according to this it is. But anyway, that's by the way. It's absolutely bloody delicious, by the way. Really nice. So I'm trying to do that. I'm doing everything right. Haven't had the MCT coconut oil for the past couple of days. Haven't had a bulletproof coffee for the past couple of days. I'm wondering if that's it. The other thing is I'm going to start taking a fibre supplement, just to see if that helps me go a little bit more regularly, and, you know, maybe I'm just hoarding all the waste. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Yes, it's a loss. Last week I was 204.8. This week I'm 203.8. But I'm just annoyed that it's not kind of going down steadily. It's kind of, you know, it's honestly, if you looked at my weight chart on MyFitnessPal, and I'm Natty71 on there if anybody wants to make friends with me on there. But anyway, if you look at it, I tend to go down sharply, and then I have 2 or 3 days of kind of up and down, up and down. Then I go down, up and down, up and down, and then I go down, up and down. You know, it's like almost like little stairs. You know what I mean? It's like, so I'm being patient. Look, I'm not hungry. I'm not overeating. I haven't had a bar of chocolate. I haven't had anything that could be considered carby at all. At all. The most I've done is lick the spoon, my son's spoon, with a bit of, you know, curry sauce, which was actually delicious. But, you know, I even tried one of his little chicken popcorns that I, you know, obviously took out of the oven, wanted to make sure they were cooked through. So I, you know, bit into one to make sure. And I was chewing it, and I didn't even eat it. I, you know, spat out, because it's all breadcrumbs around it. So I'm really trying to be exceedingly careful in keeping my carbs as low as possible. I'm not even getting anywhere near 2,000 calories a day, which, you know, which is what they say, you know, average women should have. My resting basal metabolic rate, calorie whatsits that you do in all these things, say that my resting is about 1,528. So therefore, if I'm slightly active that day, obviously, you know, to maintain, I could eat more than 1,500. So I'm trying to keep somewhere between about 1,200, which is a 300 calorie deficit. Now, I suppose a 300 calorie deficit per day would take around about 12 days to lose a pound, because it's 3,500 calories to lose deficit to lose 1 pound in weight. And I've been going at this attempt at diets. Now, this is the second week of LCHF Ketogenic, but previously 3 weeks I'd been on the VLCD. So my body had already been vastly depleted of carbs in the last 5 weeks. And I knew I was in ketosis. I've run out of my pea sticks actually, but I've been in ketosis since day one, certainly of the ketogenic one. And I am trying to up my water intake and everything. So I think it's just the way my body goes. It just goes down, pootle, 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 down, pootle, 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 down. So I'm just going to have to persevere. I'm feeling great. I have absolutely no makeup on, folks. And I've just done my hair as, you know, I've actually got it to go up into a ponytail for going swimming. So I'm not... I am not my beauteous self, shall we say, today. But, yeah, I'm going to persevere. This is not disillusioning me. I am just... I mean, if I was on the VLCD and I'd put on 0.6 pounds or... No, I have, but look, I've lost a pound. I'm not even going to say anything else. I have lost a pound. But what I'm saying is, if I'd only lost a pound or whatever on the VLCD, knowing that I was cheating, knowing that I was purging and lying to myself, I can honestly say that pound that I've taken off this week, I have done properly. So I should be proud of myself. A pound is a pound. A pound's a pound's a pound. Of course I want 4 pounds a week bloody weight loss. Who wouldn't? For goodness sake, we could all be skinny malinks by the summer. But I think I just have to get used to the fact that, number one, and the most important thing is for me, I am eating. I am not starving myself. I'm eating when I'm hungry. I have got some little pepperamis, which I find as a great little snack, but that just sees me through for about 4 hours or so. I mean, I'm really not hungry, but I enjoy the fact that I can have a pepperami because it's like 1 carb a stick or something like that. So, and the fact is, it feels like I'm eating naughty food and feels like I'm eating bad food, or, you know, whatever. But it's not, it's all protein and fat. Perfect. So I get to have that. Haven't eaten anything sugary or had a notion of anything sugary. I've been watching the Keto Cooking with Kirsty. I love her videos. And the latest one she has up is making these little brownie muffins. And one of the ingredients was, what's it called? Sucrin, I think it is. It's a no carb sweetener, and it's the one that everybody says is good for keto diets. I just don't like the thoughts of adding any type of sugar. At the moment, yes, of course, there'll come a time when I'm, you know, craving it like crazy, but I don't want to add any sugar into my diet that I can help right now. So I am just trying to enjoy all the savory foods. But she put this cup of sugar in, right? And I mean it. It was like a cup of sugar into this mix. And to me, it just feels like, in some ways it's a cheat, or, you know, okay, yes, look, 6 months down the line, you're going to want something, so you're going to want to vary your diet. You're going to want to add some delicious food in. But to me, I would rather add in things like tomatoes to my diet, celery. I must look up the celery and the fibre count on that as well. But I'd rather add in things like that than necessarily go and artificially try and make a bun or something like that. You know, using almond flour, maybe coconut flour, oat grain, all these, or oat flour, or whatever it's called. All these different things. You know, come the time, of course, I'm going to get bored with what I'm eating, but I just think I would like to steer clear of the sugar now, because I don't want that taste on my tongue. I don't want that kind of craving in the brain of give me sugar. And if I do want sugar, I'd rather take it from something like this, like as a sweet taste, you know, peppermint and licorice tea. You know, that can get me over a little hump or something like that. I'm just looking around the room just to see if there's anything else that I want to talk about today, apart from my 1 pound weight loss, which I'm a bit scundered about, but I'm persevering. You know, this could just be this, you know, like I say, Sunday was, I had a couple of glasses of wine, let's be honest. Although they were watered down with soda water, but still, there was wine. So maybe there's a delayed reaction to that. And I did have a cafe latte in the ice bowl. And again, maybe there's a delayed reaction to that. So look, I'm under no illusions that I've been perfect, but I have been 95% perfect. Like I say, you know, I'm not pigging out. I'm just going to have a quick look in the fridge, just to see if there's anything, you know, to talk about. Oh yeah, and I did say I was going to buy some fibre capsules or powder or something, just to see if I can keep myself regular. But let me just have a wee look in the fridge. The other thing, I'm just looking in there, a wee bit of double cream in there. The other thing I'm sort of thinking is, instead of the coconut oil, I've had a couple of coffees with double cream. I've been counting the calories in it, or sorry, the carbs in it and everything, and it hasn't put me anywhere near over my limits. But I'm just thinking, if I don't have the coconut oil every day, I'm wondering, is that not helping the fat loss? So I'm going to go back, when I come back from swimming, I'm going to go back to having that coconut oil at least once a day in a coffee or somehow. Here, and this does not look appetizing, but it's absolutely delicious, but it's actually got, do you remember I made the bone broth? Well, I skimmed the fat off as best I could to make a beef fat, a lard or something, I think it is. And I was using that to cook some mince, cabbage, leeks. It's a cabbage and leek mix, and then mushrooms, all weighed out, all carbs accounted for. But look, that's with the beef lard sort of congealing on the top. Now, put that in the microwave for 2 minutes and it's going to be absolutely succulent and delicious again. But I just keep looking at it in the fridge going, ooh, that looks a bit weird. But that's lunch today. The other things I've got to try, and I really got to start actually eating them, although these do have a well into May date. Gruyere cheese and Comté cheese. I have no idea what they taste like. I got them because there was an offer on in Tesco's, and obviously cheese is a good thing. Just go and put these back. The other cheese I'm eating is Greek feta, and this one here, which is a goat's cheese, I think, or no, it's a sheep cheese. Osso irate. I don't even know if that's pronounced right, but it's delicious as well. So, sorry folks, I keep going back and forth here. Oh, I've got some creme fraiche in the fridge that I need to use. So, and I've got some avocado. So I think I'm going to try and do a cheese and avocado and spinach dinner of some sort today. Got to get the fibre capsules today because I really need to start feeling regular again. And of course it's wishful thinking that I'm bunged up, and obviously then, you know, I've obviously got 15 stone to lose just by pooping once. I should be so lucky. Coming up to 17 minutes, so I think I'm kind of done for the day. Yeah, so a loss is a loss is a loss. I've done it right. I've eaten when I'm hungry. I'm keeping my macros in the right range. I'm keeping my calorie levels in the right range, albeit, you know, there's a 600 calorie difference between 900 and 1500, but still, sometimes, you know, if you have a coffee, it's like 400 or 500 calories. Then if you have like eggs, that's another 400 calories. And then, you know, that's lunch and breakfast. And you're thinking, well, I'm going to have some, maybe have some bacon or whatever. Anyway, my point is, oh, yesterday I had some salmon as well. Forgot about that. God, that was delicious. Although by the end of it, because I ate the whole pack, 200 grams, pretty bitch. But no carbs in it. Absolutely no carbs. I'm wondering if my protein levels are maybe just creeping up a little high. Although I did do a macro yesterday. I went back on and redid all my macros, and I have to take 20 grams of carbs a day. That's the max. 60 grams of protein a day, and then about 100 grams of fat a day. So those are the new macros within the guidelines of eating a 1200 calorie diet, which is at least a 300 calorie deficit. So this isn't going to be fast, folks. This is not going to be a fast weight loss for me. I have a lot of weight to lose. It's 12 weeks until the end of June, which is when school's out and obviously the summer holidays begin. So I've got 12 weeks, and, you know, I would like to have 2 pounds a week off in that, and have the guts of 2 stone off, more than what I have now. So that would be a total of roughly 3 stone, 2.5, 3 stone off since starting this. That is the ultimate goal by the end of the end of the school year, is to have, so what am I now? I'm 203.8, so call that 204, 2 pounds 24. So that would get me down to 180 pounds, which is 12 stone 10? No. 182 is 13 stone. Oh, 12 stone 12. 12 stone 12. Oh, God, I can nearly count. 12 stone 12. Now, if I was to do that by the end of school term, when I started Cambridge Diet back in 2006, 10 years ago, my starting weight then, and that was when I thought I had been pigging out after having my son, who was born in 2004. So 2 years past that, I thought, oh God, I better start doing something. I'm getting really fat. And I was 12 stone 10. God, I'd love to be that now. So let's say that that's the goal for the summer, is to get down to that weight, 12 stone 10. There you go. That's a goal in the sand. Let's see how far I get. Mini goals are break through the 203 barrier, number 1. Break through the 201 barrier, or at least the 202 barrier, and that'll be my first stone off. Get past 198, and that'll be the lowest I have been on record since trying to diet and trying to monitor my weight. And then from that, it's getting the stone off to get down to the 1210. So those are the mini goals that I have throughout the next 12 weeks. So let's see how we do. So I am rocking and rolling. I am not despondent. I am not giving up. A loss is a loss. So perseverance, word of the year. And I will keep going, and hopefully maybe better results next Friday. Okay. Take care, everybody. See you all on the other side. Have fun. Thank you. Take care. Bye.